Welcome back, and hello if you are new. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to my channel where you can see me geek out all about metal. When naming their album, I can assure you that Steve Moore and A.E. Patera of Zombi definitely didn't envision the world as it is today. With it being 5 years since their previous album Shapeshift, we once again enter into this instrumental universe in the form of their brand new album 2020. The band are comprised of drums, which are handled by A.E. Patera, and synthesizers and bass, which is taken by Steve Moore. In this two-piece, the songs are fairly simple, often having one main riff that kind of goes up or down the register as the song progresses, as you can see on the blues-tinged No Damage. Given that their setup is somewhat minimal, the sonic scope that kind of goes through each of these songs is very impressive. Even in the 2.5 minute 5-point pentangle, we see that there is this kind of universe that they can create, often very, very quickly. With riffs continuously oscillating, the band are able to craft a lot of different soundscapes from something as simple as one riff or a little bit of a synthesizer piece. Very much a love letter to the 80s, Zombi's album opens up with Breakthrough and Conquer, a track which could very well be a reimagining of The Running Man in 2020.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
XYZT also sounds like you're booting up a video game, and does have that nostalgic quality to it, but also hints at sounds that you might have heard on like Tangerine Dream, for example. Final track Thought Forms definitely brings a prog rock kind of essence to the album, I find. What I do think is really neat though is that the band can bring kind of qualities that are usually attributed to distortion-led instruments to the world of the electronic. Sludge and doom, for example, have always been very characterized by, this sense of really strong distortion and power, but here on Earthscraper, I feel like they brought those qualities, but also had that minimalist sort of electronic sound to them at the same time. Kind of like imagine if Blade Runner started listening to Neurosis. There's also definitely a sense of soundtrack. As you can imagine, I think a lot of this kind of influence of theirs draws from 80s culture, and with the band being named after one of the Fulci kind of classic horror movies, you can definitely hear that on Mountain Range and Family Man for sure. The bottom line is, for me though, as interesting as this might have been, the sound did kind of begin to wear thin as I was kind of going throughout the album, and I did find my attention being drawn to other things, not quite focusing on the music as much as I would have liked. And I think there was just something missing about the record which, for me, didn't quite make it as engaging of a listen as I thought it would be. That being said, fans of minimalist electronic music will probably find quite a lot to enjoy with this album, and I'm sure that it will definitely tie you over, but it's not going to make any album of the year kind of categories. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure to check out all my other album reviews and some of my old interviews. Obviously they've been kind of put on hold because they're face to face given the current circumstances. But most importantly, I really hope that all of you guys are keeping safe and sound, social distancing and being sensible. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care, my friends.